Half of our executive producer, Brian Olubumilason. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lasan Legacy Studios. I am your host, MC par excellence, Odimdim Okunrin Akpero Jamaye, Omo Baba Gbobaniyi Boyinbo himself. Before we dive into today's hot gist, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Smash that like button, share with your people, and drop a comment below. Your thoughts matter a lot. All right, let's get into it. You all know the Honest Bunch podcast, right? If not, Ejekin Jayensi. That's the Nigeria-based podcast that keeps celebrities, old and new, to come to their studio to spill the real tea. Their official mission statement claims, "We seek to cast Africa as a trailblazer in the entertainment arena by driving the evolution of its artistic expression. We envision a world where our narratives inspire and unite, fostering understanding and collaboration." That was what Honest Bunch podcast vision statement states on their website. Sounds deep, right? But let's be real. This podcast is a full-on entertainment roller coaster. And a huge part of that thrill is because of the legendary Ezugu Chukwudi, also known as husband material. His energy is off the charts. The way he introduces Nedu Wazobia, Deity Cole, and Ezine, chef's kiss. I love it. But why exactly is the Honest Bunch the focus of today's episode? Well, let's get right into it. Now, the saga begins. For the longest time, everyone thought Nedu Wazobia Ani owned the Honest Bunch podcast. After all, the man carries himself like the undisputed boss. But then on February 10th, 2025, Adedayo Martin Aderombi, known also as DeeOne, appeared on the show and casually let it slip that VDM, yes, that same VDM, very dark man, was an agege. Ouch. Let us play the clip of where DeeOne said that on the podcast. Roll it. You see how
very dark man in
yes.
the man. What is I know I will come out here. What is you don't know?
I don't know.
Husband.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
man.
know.
Oh, this one new to me.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Saying the
Can you believe that will slip out of his mouth? But that's not the end of it. Play it further, please.
in the two men. You don't know. Say VDM they do man, you don't know. You not be straightforward person.
I
Not be
agree.
the same thing I talk say $5,000. Now him they give him just to say hi, hello. I be not be five. I be
But you there with her, so how will you know that they
I
give
don't
you
know what
that's
possible. Oh
See,
God.
let us watch how Nedu was sort of spurring on DeeOne. I'm sorry, did I say DeeOne? DeeOne. Okay, play it.
You know this media.
But what?
He want increase price, make it be like say.
Increase price of what?
You see. Did you see what Nedu just did? Okay.
Very dark man in the do.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, my people, that was how the saga started, okay? And boom, Nedu Wazobia just entered one chance. When I just say you enter one chance, you enter them. Now, VDM is not one to take such accusations lightly. That comment sparked a wild online dragging session between VDM and Nedu Wazobia. And let me tell you, it was messy with a capital M. Here's how it all went down. Now, the blow-by-blow breakdown. VDM, believing Nedu was his guy, assumed Nedu wouldn't let his arch enemy, DeeOne. Now, a lot of people have called him DeeOne, pull such a move on live podcast. But guess what? That's exactly what happened. Now, VDM fired back, exposing Nedu's alleged habit of sleeping with female guests to secure their appearances on the podcast. Let's play that video. Yes, the video is coming up. So, VDM fired back, exposing Nedu's.
Nedu is going through a lot. He did not tell me to post anything. Nedu did not tell me. That man is innocent. I swear with everything in this life.
Now, how that clip came about was that after Nedu was fired, well, he was fired actually from the Honest Bunch podcast. And just like that, wind blow and foul nyash just opened Yakata. That's when the world discovered that Nedu never even owned the podcast. And DeeOne, oh boy, he wasn't done. He went into a frenzy, a full-blown damage control frenzy, sweating buckets while explaining himself. Omar, you go explain Taya. Play the clip.
Nedu did not tell me to post anything. Please, all good, well-meaning Nigerians, please come out. Please. This is not content. This is real stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Peter Obi, Showore, Obi Kubana, Chief Priest, Kubana Chief Priest, E-Money, KC, Davido, Don Jazzy. All of you should come out. VDM lied. He lied. He lied.
Wow. This guy is just an actor, only he's not that good. See him sweating? Yes. Let us keep on listening to the names that he mentioned.
He lied. Blessing CEO, Gege, Brother Mike. Everybody should come at Daddy Freeze. This guy lied. Nedu did not tell me anything. He's manipulating everything inside a budge. He is manipulating everything. Nedu is innocent. This is the same thing that happened to Mubad.
You see, I'll tell you, okay, cool it down, DeeOne. The only names he didn't mention will be the executive producer's name and MC par excellence. Oh, by the way, he didn't even mention Obasanjo and IBB. Well, let us just say that this guy was getting so frustrated by starring the Hornets next. So, but instead of cooling off, DeeOne doubled down by going on TVC and repeating the same allegations that got Nedu fired. I mean, at this point, I had to shake my head. DeeOne, you know, Sabi, calm down. Play the clip. Yes, this is the clip of DeeOne showing up at TVC.
Thank you for the honor and privilege to be here. I actually want to say the truth. I was the one who set a trap for Very Dark Man, using Nedu. You see, this whole thing you are looking at.
Note what he just said. He just made himself complicit. He said he set the trap for VDM by using Nedu. How stupid can that sound on national TV? Play it.
This whole thing you're looking at on social media was planned.
Okay.
Planned by who? You? Planned, yeah. I planned it alone. That's but Nedu did not know. I used Nedu to get Very Dark Man. Because I know that if I was saying it on TikTok, on Instagram, they'll say, oh, this guy is looking for money from this platform. So I needed a platform where I would be.
I'll tell you, at this point, I was just flabberwhelmed and overgasted. How can someone make a confession of what got his buddy, the supposed owner of Honest Bunch podcast, in trouble? He lost his job, for crying out loud. Okay, let's hear the end of this.
Be able to test, because for 18 months I've been studying this guy. I wanted to know, is this guy real, or does he just jump into conclusions and manipulate Nigerians?
So do you have the answer to your question?
It is clear
That he is real or not real?
so some things, because I'm not going to totally, but some things he actually gets it right, but most of the times, he
Well, meanwhile, VDM was just sitting back, letting DeeOne talk himself into deeper wahala. The more DeeOne opened his mouth, the tighter he tied Nedu's downfall knot. Wow, that was deep. As if that wasn't enough, VDM then released another bombshell, exposing Nedu Wazobia as a scammer. Allegations surfaced online that Nedu swindled Metropolitan School of Business and Management, MSBM, out of UK, out of a whopping 60 million naira and still counting. Play the clip. Yeah, the clip of VDM exposing Nedu Wazobia. Now, this clip was supplied by Donaza, my favorite internet analyzer. Thank you for letting me use this part of your analysis. Play the
by
clip.
the Nedu Scholarship Foundation, which resulted in gross misallocation of funds and failure to deliver on agreed charitable initiatives. Despite false claims that we have not pursued legal recourse, MSBM has been actively pursuing this matter through official legal channels. Nedu and his manager Sarah have been summoned by the Nigerian police multiple times regarding this case. As is often with financial fraud investigations, these proceedings take time, but we remain committed to ensuring full accountability. MSBM has been...
Okay, that was the clip of the manager of the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in UK made available to VDM. Now, a little bit of background information on Metropolitan School of Business and Management is this. They were going to supply scholarship or make scholarships available for Nigerians. But the way it turned out, it seems to me that, the lady, that Nedu Wazobia was going to defraud that school of upwards 85 million naira because he was going to showcase the event. At this point, the whole internet was on fire. Again, another episode of Nedu Wazobia exposing himself. Play the rest of the clip.
been a long-standing supporter of educational access and scholarships, working with reputable organizations such as Lead for Good Africa in Nigeria, which has successfully raised over £40,000, granting scholarships to over 20 students in need. Our intent was to expand the efforts, which led us to partner with Nedu Scholarship Foundation. Nedu and his team displayed a deliberate pattern of deception, mismanagement, and financial irregularity.
Whoa. Did she just say that there is a pattern of irregularities and money that is being mismanaged? I tell you. Well, let us hear the few seconds of the rest of this clip.
Which raises serious concerns about his intent from the outset by the Nedu Scholarship Foundation, which resulted...
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, having heard all that, what should Nedu do right now? If I were in Nedu's shoes, Nedu Wazobia, come close, listen. Here's how I'd clean up this mess before it buries your career for good. Call DeeOne to order. That is advice number one. My guy, rein him in before he runs his mouth even further, and then there'll be more evidence dropped online. Number two, send an emissary to VDM. Yes, very dark man. He can be nice. Nedu, you should plead, beg, or negotiate for VDM to chill before this thing gets beyond control. Number three, if I were the boss of Glitch Africa Studios, I'd step in immediately before this scandal sinks the entire brand. Remember how many viewers you have and people who have subscribed to your channel? This might be the beginning of the end if you don't act quickly. Now, number four, I will ask Nedu Wazobia to stay off interviews. Zip it up for now. The more Nedu talks, the more receipts drop. This is a very slippery slope. Now, let us see what you do about calling this guy in. That is DeeOne. And just when we thought it couldn't get worse, this is the last clip that VDM dropped. Listen, take a quick listen.
Come here. My people, neighbors, so quick, neighbors, come here.
And also, I'm also thinking, this is between me and you, though. This Abuja own, if you ask me, I think we should just leave this Abuja own, do Lagos, and then come straight and do London. Then start thinking of other cities where we'll get Nigerians. I believe if we do in South Africa next, apart from London, it will give us a lot of money, because I have a lot of Yahoo boys and drug guys.
Yahoo boys and drug boys. Yahoo boys and drug lords. Now, at this time that Nigerians are being demarketed all over the world, is that something like Nedu should be saying? I'm telling you, this is so surprising. He's digging himself a little deeper into this hole. And he is in the clutches of VDM, in Blockers Day in hand.
That are waiting for me to come to South Africa, and even Turkey, and even Morocco. They can die for me to come there. So those are the places that we need to get money.
Yes.
That we need to push this thing.
He has a lot of Yahoo boys and a lot of drug guys in South Africa, Morocco, and Turkey. So South African government, Nedu knows all the people dealing drugs in your country.
Oh my goodness. This is serious. I hope there will be a stop to this. Otherwise, Nedu Wazobia will be history. And he started this whole thing. Oh, no. DeeOne started this problem for him. But he should just yara in his brain and stop this problem before it goes beyond his control. Now, ladies and gentlemen, quick bonus update. Your boy Portable don't come out of the gallows. Let's hope he can stay out of this Nyakponyori for at least a few weeks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like this video, it helps a lot. Share with your people. Comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. From all of us at My Day, My Story podcast, on behalf of the executive producer, Brian Olubumilasan, we thank you for taking in this episode. Until next episode, God bless.